What's good people, it's JayCactus. Welcome to the channel. In this video I'm going to be breaking down a Pop Smoke type beat or UK drill type beat, seeing as though Pop Smoke's main producer was a UK producer. But before we get into it, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I've also just dropped a free loop kit which you can download using the link in the description. It's all royalty free, so download that, hook up some heat, and yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so I have already chosen the instruments that I want to use. And usually for Pop Smoke type beats, I'll put in some strings, maybe a choir as well. So for this one, I've gone with the Omnisphere preset, simple and beautiful. It's got a pad and a choir in the same kind of patch. So I'm gonna make some chords out of that, add some strings and the drums, and then go from there. Right, so I'm going to keep that and double it. I'm just going to move this last note here. I'm also going to randomize the velocity and then copy it. So now we've got this. And this is going to be the main melody. It's going to play throughout the track. And then for the strings, I'm just going to follow the bottom notes, the root notes. And now we've got Now before I mix any of these main instruments, I'm going to render them to WAV files. It just makes it easier to edit them. It's easier to change the pitch and stretch them if you need to. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So now on the playlist, I've got my two WAV files. So I'm going to have these two play, and then straight after, they're going to play again, but I'm going to bring them down an octave. So you want to make them unique. Come into here, I bring the pitch down 1200 cent, which is a full octave. And then for the second part of the intro, I'm going to add another choir, but one a bit higher, and I'm going to use the root notes again. So I'm just going to follow these up, but play one on one octave and then the same note, but an octave up. And that's just going to follow the root notes. So now we've got this. You can see I've randomized the velocity. I've left some notes hanging over, just so it's a bit more natural. And then again, I've rendered this to a WAV file. And then for the intro again, I'm just going to add a synth bass and only play it on the root note, maybe here. Just there, and then again here. And then for the verse, I'm going to have the choir in the normal octave, but I'm going to duplicate it, make it unique, bring it up an octave, and then blend it in with the volume. And then I'm going to do the same for the strings. So make that unique, put it right up, and then blend it in with the volume. And together this sounds like. So we're going to go from the intro like this, heavy drop. And you see when it goes up an octave, it adds more energy, but once this has got the kicks and the 808s and all the other drums in it, it's going to sound crazy. Alright, so from here I'm just going to loop this section and then add in some drums. Okay, so for the snare I'm just going to make it a standard drill pattern. For the hi-hat, I'm going to start with a standard drill pattern and then edit it. So standard drill would be skip 2, skip 2, skip 1, skip 2, skip 2, skip 1, and then carry that on. And now I've got my hi-hat pattern sounding like this. So I've done a few rolls in there and a few quiet notes just to get a bounce. Now with the 808 pattern, I spent a bit of time trying to get the slides perfected. So what I came up with is this. So the slides are just going up an octave there, a bit higher here. And then for the kick, I followed a similar pattern to the 808, but not every single note. Now I'm going to add in some open hats. And copy that across. I'm also going to add in this triangle, which I've panned a bit. And then I also found this quick roll that I wanted to put in, and I've panned that to the other side, and I'm just going to add that where there's a bit of space, so maybe here. And then the last perk I added is this sword noise, which is just something different. So I'm going to copy that across too. And I've got most of the elements now, but I've added a couple things just to make the impact sound nicer. So I definitely want a crash in there. So the drop like that. And then also a gunshot that I found. Just like that. And then with the crash, I'm gonna duplicate it, make it unique, and then reverse this, just so it can rise up into it. I'm gonna get that on time right, so maybe like here. Perfect, I'll probably cut the end off too. And then the other thing I wanted to put in is a riser, so I'm gonna have it something like, maybe about here, and then cut the end off. And then the other thing I found is this shotgun pull. So I wanted to use that as a bit of a perk. So I'm gonna add that around, maybe just before the snare. There we go. Right, so I've got all the elements I need for the beat now. So I'm gonna mix it, arrange it, and then I'll play you the outcome. All right, so I've finished mixing everything. I've arranged the full beat, and you can see here I've got my intro, 3 verses, 2 hooks, and an outro. And the only thing that I changed is in the intro, like I showed you before, I had the normal melodies, and then instead of bringing them down an octave here, I brought them down an octave just a little bit early. So you'll see what I mean. And then I added a bit of gross beat just at the beginning of the second part. So it's going to jump down an octave here. Put the gunshot there.
JayCactus.
Yo, this hits hard. And then for the second part, I actually switched up the 808 pattern and the kick pattern, so you're going to see this now. I just went crazy on it. I just want to show you this part because for the 808s, you can see here that I created a bit of a delay effect by bringing the velocity down for the second part. So listen to this. You can hear it gradually goes down. And then on top of that, I adjusted the pan so that it would go from the left to the right ear. And then the second part goes right to left ear. and then this, both again. And then for the hook, just similar to the intro, but I've left the hi-hats here. And then for the second part of the hook, just the same as the intro. Got the synth bass going. And then the riser. So I hope you took something from that, and I hope you're feeling the beat. If you did, then please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't already, you can download the free loop kit that I've put together in the description below. So I'll play the beat again now, but if you want to view the full thing, it's on my other channel, which is just JayCactus, and I've uploaded it to my website too, which is jaycactus.com. So until next time.
JayCactus.